And now we have this podcast. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I hope you're excited too. And I hope you can feel my excitement because this is happening. I'm Nabifo Wamunga, and this is the Uzazi Hub Podcast, where motherhood meets business.
Let me see you turn up. You the mothers of the world, I call it mixed universe.
My motherhood journey started in a very problematic way. I spent the entire 4th month of my first pregnancy in hospital, bedridden, and I had a surgery on my uterus while 4 months pregnant. More on that as we get into the podcast. Then after giving birth, there were lots of challenges during my birthing process. I think they contributed to what I had, which was postpartum depression and anxiety. And I used to think it was really bad until I started sharing my story. And I heard a lot of interesting versions of that I realized it's a spectrum. Postpartum depression and anxiety is a spectrum. Some people fall on different parts of that spectrum. So I would love to share more about that. Then by professional background, I'm a lawyer by profession turned full-time entrepreneur. I've had a variety of businesses all the way till my motherhood journey, and I realized we don't have enough content. Modern African mothers struggle with community because our would-be community is booked and busy. They're also looking for a way to survive in this modern world that we find ourselves in. And then finding products was such a challenge just within Kampala. If you're looking for everything that you need, whatever stage that you are, you need to dedicate about 3 days to run around downtown, Tinder, different areas. And that's how Uzazi Hub was born. And uzazihub.com is an online maternity and baby marketplace focusing on the first 1,000 days from conception all the way to baby's second birthday and beyond. So bump, baby, and beyond. That's Uzazi Hub. If you want to find out that you're pregnant, we have the test kits. You're struggling with your pregnancy, you can find some of the over-the-counter medications there. As your bump is growing, you still need to look cute, you still need to go to office, you can find maternity wear there. As you're getting ready for hospital, the things you need to put in your hospital bag for yourself, you can find them on uzazihub.com. The things for your baby that you need to buy as you get ready for hospital, you can find them there. Then every 3 months, your baby's needs are changing for the first 2 years. So as you go through that journey of breastfeeding, weaning, introducing your baby to new products, your baby's body is growing, they have hygiene needs, everything that you need within that period, uzazihub.com. And we have right now, as I speak, in the beginning of 2025, we have over 89 vendors on the platform and growing. So whenever you're seeing this, hopefully we'll have crossed 100 and growing. We're not going to stop. We want to be the one-stop solution for everything that you need, from your bump to your baby and beyond. So with this podcast, we get a chance to share with some of the vendors on the platform what was their journey, how did they get into this, and we get to meet as well very interesting mothers and experts in the maternity and baby space, and we get to dive deep into some of these interesting topics that have not been spoke about. The other day, I was talking to a colleague about the motherhood penalty, and she was telling me, what is that? What is the motherhood penalty? And simply put, when a man becomes a father, at work, he expects immediately to get a pay raise. He expects to get more responsibilities because, after all, he's a new dad. When a mom gets pregnant and gives birth and goes back to work, unfortunately, the reverse is true. She gets sidelined from opportunities. They say, oh, let her go. That one has a baby. Don't include her. She has to go look after her baby. And when I was pitching this podcast, when I was 8 months pregnant, a lot of people were telling me, first give birth, then we'll talk about it. First breastfeed your kid, then you can come back after you finish breastfeeding your kid. And one of the people who told me this was a close friend, so I didn't even know what level of insulted I should be. And we get looked down upon when we become moms, which is sad because being a mom takes strength, It takes resilience. It takes planning. You learn so much. Actually, from my experience, I believe you get the foundational tools on how to start a business, If you look at becoming a mom, those first 2 years and the first 2 years of starting a business, you can draw a lot of similarities, and yet people don't really put the two together. Before I had kids, my first business, I used to call it my baby, and how naive I was. And to all the moms who are watching us, I want you to know, I see you, I hear you, I am you. And our stories might not be exactly the same, like copy and paste, but more or less, the journey is the same. We're all going through it. We all have hard days, sleepless nights, but the show must go on. And every time you think you've mastered a stage, a new one is starting, and you have to start afresh. And each stage you think is the hardest, there's another stage waiting for you. And when you meet, let's say you're a new mom and you meet moms of teenagers, they'll keep telling you, enjoy that stage. And you're like, what can I enjoy? I haven't slept in a week. What do you mean enjoy this stage? Until you move to the toddler stage and you're like, oh, that's what they meant, The baby, I always knew where my baby was. Now the baby is all over the place, terrorizing everything and everyone. And when they go to the next stage, you're like, oh my God, I miss when they were learning how to walk, when they were writing on the walls. So each stage has its challenges, but we are here for it. We're here for each and every part of that journey. We want to walk it with you. We want to share with you. And we want to introduce you to fascinating people who are solving certain parts of this channel. Our next episode, it's going to be a mom who has a postpartum care and wellness business, as well as she's created a healing balm for C-section mothers. We're going to have a guest who started a maternity business, also a mom. We're going to have a nutrition specialist talking about the first 1,000 days, what to eat, what not to eat, what to stay away from. We're going to talk about starting a business, what it means, especially when you have a baby. We're going to talk about bouncing back. or better yet, bouncing forward, because I don't think you can bounce back once you have a kid. You're forever changed. Your life is forever not the same. So I think a better word is bouncing forward. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about everything in between, the intersection of motherhood and business. And now we have this podcast. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We started a podcast 2 years ago called the Everything Motherhood Podcast, but it was COVID time. Movement was difficult. The studio had challenges staying open, and it got overrun by events. I started it when I was 8 months pregnant. So now things have settled down. We know who we are. We know what we're doing. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. And I hope you can feel my excitement, because this is happening. So if you're excited, please say something in the comments. I'm going to read every single comment and I'm going to respond to every single comment. So say something in the comments, like this video, let me know that we are on the right track. And if you know a woman transitioning into motherhood, please share this with her. If you know a new mom, share this with her. If you know a seasoned mom, share this with her. Let her reach out. We would love to get to know. Motherhood doesn't come with a manual. So we get our information where we can get it and we take notes. So I'm excited to have you on this journey with me as we get to delve deep into this intersection of motherhood and business. The Uzazi Podcast.